Hello, my name is Leonard Bernard. I would like to start by saying good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on when you are watching this video. And I would like to discuss starting a business or company in the Sarasota-Bradenton area. Getting started here, the basis of this following presentation is that there was a hypothetical entrepreneur who was interested in starting a business in the Sarasota-Bradenton area. For this project, I've chosen the industry of pool cleaning to see whether or not that would be a good investment. So we're going to start here with a quick little executive summary. As mentioned previously, the question asked was whether or not it would be a good idea to start a pool cleaning business in the Sarasota-Bradenton area. And through the use of research, both primary and secondary sources, the answer to that question was yes. In the following slides, we will examine further in detail why that is the answer to this question. As we start to get deeper into our presentation, I would like to point out that the goal is to both accurately and unbiasedly answer the question of whether or not it would be a good investment or idea to start a company or business in the pool cleaning industry in the Sarasota-Bradenton area. As we move on in our presentation, I would like to take a look at some of the research methods that were used. These included a 5-question survey that was completed by 15 participants, an interview with a professional in the pool cleaning industry, and some information that was found on some reputable websites like the U.S. Census Bureau. Here I have provided a table that offers the demographics of the participants of the survey as compared to those of the Sarasota area. For this particular research, all 15 participants had a pool. Other than that, please notice how the demographics seem to mirror those of the Sarasota area closely. The information provided about the Sarasota area was found using the U.S. Census Bureau website. The importance of having our demographics closely mirror those of the Sarasota area are that our findings should be accurate, and therefore any conclusions based on those findings should also be fairly accurate. We will begin by looking at some of our qualitative findings as they are broken down into 2 categories, those categories being perceived strengths and perceived weaknesses. In the area of perceived strengths, the question asked was, how do you feel about a new pool cleaning company? I have offered some responses by both those surveyed and the person interviewed. Overall, the findings were positive. In addition to people having a positive response to a new pool cleaning company, the expert in the field made it seem clear that there was ample opportunity for profit. This will be explained further in the presentation. In the area of perceived weakness, people seemed unwilling to forgive mistakes. This was supported by both the respondees of the survey and the expert that was interviewed. As we move on, we will take a look at some of the quantitative findings of the survey. These are provided on the slide and consisted of 3 out of the 5 questions of the survey. The first of the 3 questions was, do you have a pool cleaning service? 13 out of 15 respondents answered yes. From research conducted about the Sarasota area, it was found there are well over 300,000 people. If 30% of the population owns a pool, there would be roughly 100,000 pools. Based off of our survey, around 80,000 of these would be available for service. The next question that was asked on the survey is, would you be willing to hire a new company? 12 out of the 15 respondents answered yes. From this question asked in the survey, we can look at our previous estimate of 80,000 pools being available for service. 60,000 of those would be available for a startup company. The next question that was asked in the survey is, would you be willing to hire a new company today? 7 out of our 15 respondents answered yes, or roughly 50%. Means is that roughly 30,000 pools would be available for a new company to work on at any given point in time. As provided by our expert, from only 20 pools, an annual salary of $30,000 could be realized. What this means is, looking at the 30,000 pools available for work, this could be a potential $45 million industry. Being reasonable, if just 1,000 of those pools could be attained, there is a potential for a $1.5 million industry annually. The recommendations to be made based off of the information provided in the previous slides would be that it is indeed a good idea to start a pool cleaning business in the Sarasota area. This is because it was found to be highly profitable and seemed like it would be rather easy to start. Therefore, if an entrepreneur were inclined to, it would be suggestible that they start such a business. In conclusion, it would be recommendable that if an entrepreneur were inclined to start a business in the Sarasota-Bradenton area, starting a business in the industry of pool cleaning would be a wise decision. This is because it has been found through my own personal research that this would be both profitable and fairly simple to do because people are willing to hire. Here is a list of some of the references and resources that I used to attain this information. It should help to validate the conclusion, summary, and findings presented in this presentation. Thank you for viewing.